Hey, what's going on, everybody? I wanted to make a quick video about trade entry. The alert for me went off this morning about 7 a.m. on the Bitcoin 15-minute chart, crossing the ray, spider line ray, and that was this ray right here. So this morning, September 6th, it crossed this ray and went back up, and this is a spider line play. So how this went, I actually got into it a little bit late. Ideally, I'd like to get in at my line, but I got in at this spot, about the 51.5 level, exactly 51,462. I have a take profit set up here at this spider line, the 53,236 line. So how this is going to go is, this is a higher leverage, lower capital trade, lower risk trade, and it's just playing in between these spider lines, and the strategy employed is taking the position at the line and closing it at the next line. So the price dipped down, touched this line, currently right here, and we'll see how it goes. Previous ones have been fairly successful. The strategy, again, while Bitcoin is on the rise, buying at the touch of the lower spider line, and then setting a take profit at the upper spider line. Simple strategy, and of course it's not a 100% strategy, because sometimes Bitcoin does like to go through the spider lines, right? It can't just stagnate in between them forever. It needs to rise through these. Sometimes it blows up straight through one or two in a row. Sometimes it takes a while for it to come down, touch. Maybe it even retests again before it goes up. But it seems to touch these lines and then touch the next line. And so it's fairly simple strategy, again, based like my previous video. This was discovered, or the spider lines were discovered, at least for me, by viewing CryptoFace's videos, and being involved with that community. I would recommend you go check out his stuff, and anyone else who might be a credible source on spider lines. I haven't seen a whole lot on there. I know Jason Casper, he doesn't talk a ton about them, but I've asked him about them. He said he seems to like them. I know that CryptoFace really likes them, and I've grown, my faith in them has grown quite a bit after studying these charts, studying how the price works in relation to them, and seeing how they respect the lines, mostly for Bitcoin, and then, but also taking a look at ETH. We can also find that ETH does like to obey spider lines. So there's a bunch of different ways that these can be played. This one I have paint because I really wanted ETH to come back down and touch this line before it started its ascent. However, it doesn't look like that's going to be the case. It's coming up. We have a red dot against this line, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to come back down and touch down here. It could come back down a little bit and then go. But anyway, since ETH is at this spider line, and for me, aka decision point, take profit or position entry point, or a stop loss if you would like to set a stop loss below the previous one, that could be reasonable, or just use a lower risk that your account can handle losing. So ETH is here at this line as well, so I took a position there as well, and part of me thinks that this will retrace back down, so I might be in this position for a little longer than ideal, but I don't know when it's going to go up. I do believe that ETH is going to go up to the next line, which is here at the 6,300 level, and I draw my lines based on the normal candles and based on the weekly chart. For a more detailed understanding on how these lines work, again, I'd really recommend that you check out CryptoFace's videos on how to set up spider lines. They're very good, very informative, and he knows them, I'm sure, a lot better than I do. So that'll be that. I hope that this video has hit you well, and if you haven't seen these before, maybe another tool for your arsenal, another tool, another strategy to play with. If you have not seen these, there's something particularly interesting about them. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but I mean, I didn't draw these lines yesterday or the day before. These are drawn from well in the past. I mean, I think mine's from January of 19. So let's see. Yeah, drawn down from April 19. So we have January through May-ish 2019 radiating up and out, and these are on weekly as well. And with ETH, I've also drawn them on the dailies to have some more line action, but I don't want to stray too far from how they actually work. They also allowed me to have confidence in entering my longer term trade down here, when back, in July or so, when the price is coming down to this level, this amount of lines down here around that 1,300 to 1,800 region. I mean, there's just like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like a bunch of lines of support, really. They're lines of support and resistance, kind of sticking points that price likes to stick to. And they'll come down. They'll come down, touch that. So when I entered around here, I, for the longer term run, catching the thing going all the way up, I took a low leverage position and entered here, and I think my liquidation was at 900 or something. Of course, I've added to my position since then, so my entry has increased, but that was a nice entry that I had, and it ran up. Fortunately, ran up. I didn't think it would go quite so soon, but it did. Up to the next line, breached above it, came back, tested it, and then this one didn't quite test it, got close, and then just started running up to this next line. Boom. 1 week, just solid green. And then ran up to this next line. So, what we're going to see it's kind of interesting, because a lot of people have their sights set on a 6K Ethereum, and that's where this line is, 60 to 6,300. Might take a little while to get there, several weeks, but I think that it'll get there. So that'll be that for the spider lines for today, September 6th. I wish you the best in your trading, and go forth and conquer. I am out. Take care.